man will stop you. No, I realize that.
Yeah, remember. Of ye mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. Who said that? Who said up, ye mighty race? You can accomplish what you will. Mighty, mighty, mighty is a key word. Mighty race. Up, ye mighty people. Up, ye mighty black race. One-tenth control the world population. It's time to rise. We are no minority. 9/10 of the world population. Melanin people. Biological blackness, the unifying force. Moving beyond all denominations, moving beyond all classes and colors, moving into the essence of our blackness. I word sound and power, word sound and power in the beginning, according to the scripture, was the Word. And the Word took on flesh. And the Word became man. The Word. What is the Word? Sound. Sound is power. Sound, vibrations. Vibrations create change. So we have been given a gift of speech. It's one of the gifts that only man has, as far as we understand this planet. The gift of speech. And in speech, we communicate. We communicate ideas. We exchange and we share our thinking. And we can share our feeling. So African people now trapped in the Western Hemisphere have been given a language in which to express thoughts and feeling. And this language is called English in general. I'm not talking about the French and the other European language. We're talking about this complicated hybrid thing called English. And so, in order for us to communicate in this strange language, we must understand the parts of speech. We have to understand the words that make up English. And English tells us that there are 8 parts of speech. So once we are communicating in English, every word belongs to a particular part of speech, whether it's a noun, verb, a pronoun, an adjective, an adverb, a conjunction, an interjection, yeah? And one more, you work it out. So, these are the parts of speech. And in order to communicate, you have to be careful where you put each part of speech, that the thing makes sense. And then there's also tenses to define past, present, and future. But critically, what I want to get to know, what is it that makes up these words? These words are composed of letters. And these letters represent, these are symbols. So the letters of the alphabet, they are symbols. And when you put these letters together, they create a word. But the word really now represents an image. Because you're supposed to have a picture now created in your mental capacities, in your mental machine. You have a picture. So for example, the letter D and the letter O and the letter G. When you put them in that order, we get an image. And the image that comes to you is that of a dog. Same thing for R, A, T. We put those three symbols together, those three letters together, and in our imagination, we're able to visualize a rat. D-O-G. What do you visualize? You visualize a dog. I say to you now, G-O-D. What do you visualize? Tell me. What do you visualize with G-O-D? So we ask the question now, what kind of image comes to the mind when you put the letters G, O, D together? Now, I am challenging the item that in forming this image, look if the image has any color. Look if the image has any racial features. Look if the image has any gender. We're talking about the letters and the images that are formed. So we're given these letters and we are told to form images. And in our socialization and education system, under the plantocracy and the whip of the enslavers, we were programmed to visualize an image, a white entity. Want to try to imagine G-O-D. Yes, that is how we have been socialized, that's how we have been brainwashed. It's very difficult, I know, for many persons out there to visualize G-O-D as black. Because the program tells us that black represents evil. And so the letters G-O-D just don't automatically apply and attract the idea of blackness. But if I were to say to you, put the letters D, E, V, I, L together and ask you to form an image, most of the time the image is not white, if ever at all. So the education system have us forming images out of these letters. And these letters form words. And then unless we explore the full implication of what these words mean, then we are controlled and we are trapped by the words of English. Language is crucial to the liberation. Word, sound, and power. In the beginning was the word, and before the beginning there was thought, and before thought was the I. You can stop it. Stop it. You can stop it. You can stop it.